Hello and welcome to The Carpenter and His Cat. My name is Anthony, I'm the carpenter. This is Fraser, this is my cat. So today I'm going to talk about a few specialist tools which I haven't covered on the course so far, but they're all the sort of the tail end of the sort of subjects that we've been covering. So the first thing I'd like to talk about is actually the cabinet scraper. And this is actually a specialist tool. Rather like the cabinet scraper that you have where you just have the blade in your fingers, well, if you're doing an awful lot of scraping of cabinets, as it were, or wood, finishing wood, you'll end up with blisters on your fingers using that all day. So this little device is all set up for you, and you just push it like that, and it produces a very fine sort of shaving. The next tool I want to talk about, and I've mentioned it a few times in the course, and that is the scratch stock. Now, scratch stock is basically just a piece of timber. You can make them yourself. This is a bit of oak, and I've actually refined this one. I've got a little indent there for my thumb, a little cross hatch area there that is something to hold on to, and it's just a steel blade that's cut out to a profile and clamped between the two pieces of wood with the bolts. Right, Frozy? And then all we do is just go it backwards and forwards quite firmly, keeping the stock close to the wood so you don't go away. You can see we made a little mould there. Now this is a perfect tool if you have a piece of small moulding to replace on some cabinet or a table that's long gone. You'll never ever get that same profile off the shelf. You won't be able to buy it, or if you can, probably not in the species of timber that you want. So this is an ideal tool, and all you do, you just file the profile into the actual blade, and this is a bit of a hacksaw blade or something like that. You can make them any size, and this is the simplest tool you'll make. It's just a square block of oak, and it's a slotted screw, and basically we've just filed away one edge of the screw, so it gives a cutting edge there, and that works in the same principle. And again, just draw it backwards and forwards. And within a few moments, you got yourself a groove there. Now that could be further worked in that you could actually get a small rebate plane or something, round that end off there, round that off there, and you've got like a bead. Another tool which is very specialist, quite expensive, and I would only buy them if you've got a job for one. And if you've got, let's say, a cabinet that's got a damaged piece of like bur elm or bur oak or bird's eye maple, you can see that there are no square lines on that pattern. So it's very difficult to put a square patch onto an existing piece of bur elm, for argument's sake, because the square sort of lines, the straight lines, will show up like a sore thumb. So this device is basically just a cutter. Just pop it on that one. So, and you just give it a good strike. There we have the shape. Now, I've already, if you can imagine this is the cabinet you're working on, you would have to really reinforce the underside of what you're going to do here. So if it's a box-like cabinet, you're going to need to put some kind of strut behind it, because otherwise you could end up damaging it. But again, you just cut into there, and then you just would pare this out. Like so. So you're taking off the old veneer. I'm using a bit of ash veneer just so you can actually see the contrast, but obviously you don't want to see any kind of contrast if you're repairing the actual cabinet. You want your repair to sink into the background. So you would do that, and then, as I say on Blue Peter, here's one I made earlier. So that's already cut out as a recess. And then that's the piece. You would just glue that piece in with a bit of Scotch glue. But if that was burr elm, it would be very difficult to actually spot that repair. So there we are. We're all done. So I'll just say, Fraser would like to say goodbye. So it's goodbye from me, Anthony, the carpenter, and it's goodbye from Fraser. Goodbye. And I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please press like, and if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe. So until next time, bye-bye.